We've got some news just into us also out of the Biden administration, with the president taking a significant and symbolic step into a post-pandemic world. The White House is just now saying that the president has just signed a bill that will end the national emergency declared during the COVID pandemic. Remember, that's a state of emergency that had been in place for more than 3 years after then President Trump declared it in March of 2020. NBC's Monica Alba is joining us now. And, Mon, it is not unexpected that the president signed this bill into law. Once it made it through Congress, the White House came out and essentially said, hey, President Biden opposes this, but he will sign it. It winds down this national emergency in May. This is symbolically significant. It may also have some real-world impact here, right? Talk to us through it.
Exactly, Hallie. And this is something that House Republicans, when they took control, said they were going to do very quickly. And indeed, they introduced it. And when it passed, the White House said, look, we wouldn't like for this to become reality in February, which is when this was being discussed earlier. Let's see if we can get a little more time, because they wanted to give agencies, things like hospitals, anybody that deals with health care, a little bit of time to wind this down. Because once this national COVID emergency ends, a lot of things that are tied up in sort of the justification for how they were done. When it comes to things like Medicare, different kinds of health insurance, certain things could be authorized because they were citing this national COVID emergency. So once that's done, and in some cases 60 days after, certain things that were available and that people could take advantage of will no longer exist. And so indeed, President Biden said he wasn't going to veto this, that he was okay with signing it, even though he wasn't in favor of what much of the legislation says, because again, this was something that was put forth by House Republicans. But this is a little bit different from the public health emergency, which the White House has said is also going to expire just a couple of weeks from now in May, which is tied to another big implication here when we talk about immigration, something we've discussed many times on your show, and the fact that Title 42, which is that Trump-era public health policy, is essentially going to cease to exist. And then you really could see an influx, experts say, of migrants at the border seeking asylum who won't be turned away under that Title 42 authority. So that's still a couple of weeks away. But this is really a moment in time that the White House is marking and saying 3 years into the pandemic that it is no longer a national emergency, even though, of course, there are still things like vaccines, boosters, and discussions that this president wants to keep discussing and says are still important tools in battling COVID. Hallie.
You make an important distinction, Mom, between this and between the public health emergency. It does feel like the start over the next few weeks of this sort of moment. I think back to when you and I were covering the White House in, February, March of 2020, and so many lives lost, right, to COVID, the way that people are looking to move beyond COVID now. That has been very clear in what you've seen from Americans' feelings about the pandemic and where the majority of Americans are. And it does feel a little bit like a time to sort of stop and take stock of where we are as a country.
Absolutely. And so I think what you're really speaking to there, Hallie, is this cultural shift that so many of us look around and see in our own families with our own friends. And then on top of that, we're seeing just the political dynamic change here as well, with some of the things that were stood up that were really critical in those early days that many can look at now and say, thank God they're not as needed as they once were in the beginning, when we knew so little and there was still so much sickness and death ahead.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.